What's up, everybody? We're sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. The camera kind of shut itself off. We are back. We started a little late. We got kind of distracted, chit-chatting along as friends, as it happens when you
New
with,
campaign ideas.
yeah, we're just kind of thinking, we got a one-shot idea that Will is kind of thinking about DMing where his bad guy character does something evil and we have to track him down. But, so we're just kind of chit-chatting, figuring out things.
Say I have a bad guy character. I have a bad guy.
You turn back. There's no other way to put it. But let's just jump into things, kind of get on with it. And where we had last left off, after savagely defending their city against an attack from what they would come to find out would be Legion guards of Drumwood, and discovering that something was happening under the ground at the hands of Drumwood in a way that the blockades on the ocean and on the southwest side of the continent. I'm sorry, guys, I got a bit of hiccups. On the southwest side of the continent had become very obvious, but it kind of made it make more sense as to why they were happening. So, in the light of everything, Ralph's brother, I'm trying to blank on his name for some reason.
Chad.
Yes, that's right. Chad would return at the end of the fight, as he always does. Chaz. Yes, Chaz, that's right. As he would return as the fight would end and kind of cleanup would begin.
Some douche canoe name.
Just as typically would happen with him, he kind of missed the fight, but he'd be there to kind of reap the reward and figure out what was happening. But upon returning, he kind of quickly told Ralph that they discovered up north, just out to the north of Iron City, that a cave had been discovered. And with everything that they had kind of figured out with whatever's happening underground, this may be their chance to get down to the underground, the Underdark, and kind of forge a path south and figure out what Drumwood really is up to underground at this time. And maybe see if they can't foil the plot before it gets to them. But getting there is a route in and of itself, either walking or taking a ship, and off camera kind of deciding they would sail, kind of head north for a chunk of, shortly to their docks, hop on one of their ships and sail over to the north coast, getting a quick entrance to the cave and make their way underground. So that's where we're going to start. They're kind of in their city. Will's rolling terribly. He was rolling 99s in that on his D100 before he went on camera. So let's see how the roll dice treat him today. But so we'll start there. They just got a bunch of potions. Just got a bunch of potions handed to them. They're in the city. Everybody in the city's kind of cleaning up things, and they're prepping to go north to the docks. Have Captain Jack Sparrow sail him away. Come sail away with me.
I was wondering when someone was going to start.
And so, what would you guys like to do? I mean, is there anything you want to do in your city before you head out? Or if not, I just need one of you to roll the D20, see if anything happens on the little hour and a half jaunt to the docks.
I don't think there's.
Are we supposed to replenish our own ship's cannons and stuff? I'm not even sure what we have for ammo.
That you really don't know. You haven't really checked on
We
things.
haven't been on this.
I thought we did once.
No,
we just visited.
You basically, when it comes to your navy, because it is essentially a navy at this point, what you know of at this point, like you just had pirates fight with you. There's essentially you didn't really look into anything else. You built your dock.
Yeah.
This is on you guys. You built your dock and then immediately left. Instead of like, hey, we need to make sure the operation is going on fleet on this. We need to send this fleet this way. You guys
think we'd be back on the ships.
You guys just looked at Jack Sparrow and were like, hey, you drunk, you got this. If we need a boat, the better we want at the dock. And he was like, yeah. That was the agreement you had.
We're not sailors.
No, not in a former fashion.
Oh.
I mean, some regards, Ralph, you're like an animal, so you on the water like. But all right, so a roll, or is there anything you want to do before you leave your city? mean, you got potions. I don't really think there's anything you'd like
Not
to do
really.
unless there's some stuff you wanted to sell or something. Get another tattoo
I don't have room for one.
costing a 2 mid slot. You'll never.
No, I don't have one that I'm willing to give up at this point.
I'm gonna have
Much.
my first character's gonna have 6 2 mid slots, and all 6 are gonna be tattoos. And he's never gonna attack you. He's gonna use his tattoos on everything. He's just gonna go like that spot dude from Suicide Squad.
Hmm.
I never watched
The
it all.
black guy.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
sees his mom and everybody.
Yeah.
But okay, so if not anything, somebody either one of you roll a d20.
All right.
Gerard's gonna
Let's see how bad this
be the
goes.
first one. Natural 30.
4.
2.
Oh. Did you say natural 30?
Yeah. I was waiting for someone to catch it. So you kind of head out,
I can catch things.
and as you do, you head out of the gate. You walking past just bodies, dead soldiers, the dead headless body of the King of Kings. As you kind of walk by, Ralph, you just kind
We
of
might
like,
want to put someone in charge while we're in it.
no, you did.
Oh, okay.
The like remaining bandits kind of took a
Oh, okay.
lead of like, we got to get this back in order. You know, there's been a bit of a hierarchy established, if you will, with you guys away.
Good
But
call though.
yeah, very good. But
Did we sleep between this?
no,
Not yet.
Definitely need a long rest.
it's midday right now. Probably about like 3, 4 o'clock.
Okay, so a short rest?
You could. Well, I was kind of thinking you were of the assumption you were going to get to the dock, figure out what the situation is, camp, kind of talk about moving forward.
Oh, okay.
Maybe taking a long rest there. It's kind
Yeah.
of what I was thinking.
It's fine.
Well, with me rolling a 2, I wouldn't put it past it.
But you kind of walk. But I mean, it's a regularly walk trail. It's a trade route that you're taking pretty much there because you did build this basically off of a trade route. So it's, but you do pretty much follow the route. You kind of stumble off it a little bit every now and then, but it's really not that far. It's just more of like a trudge up a hill, going uphill the entire time.
Pokes a couple bodies.
See,
and drag them away.
You do burn some calories, and you're kind of like getting a little bit of a pants, you feel a little uncomfortable by the end of it. But you get to your docks, and as you do, where you had last left it, the docks had just been built. You had a couple landings in the water for you could stow like 5 or 6 boats. But at this point now, you see like in this little it's cove, right? Where it goes, if it lands like this,
Yeah.
right? Bay, cove, call it pirate. Yeah,
Gold.
yeah, yes, essentially, but it's called we're going cove. But
Yeah, we're gonna go with
you see now where like you can see the definition where they've cut out a lot of the trees in the forest around the water, really creating like a beachy area in this cove. And you can now see the dock, which is like 5 docks, is now it expands out into the water a bit more, sprawls out to the sides. And now there's at least like 20 dock slots here. Go ahead and give me a quick perception, both of you. But as you're kind of looking over and you're looking at this, the water is fine blue. The wake is not that heavy, but the view is beautiful as the trees that they have cut have brought through these palm frond trees that sprawl about 25 feet in the air and just kind of sway in their palms. And it just this whole cove, it has more of like that beautiful like serenaded beach, like hidden beach feel now with just a sail. You kind of, what'd you roll?
13.
Okay. You're kind of looking around, and you do immediately notice, both of you, not too many ships in the dock, but more familiar. Ralph, you quickly spot that there's.
With that other setup, we wouldn't have this issue of me.
But with Ralph, you kind of immediately notice, yeah, there's a few ships, but you only see really there's 1 or 2 ships that you would call like that are worth taking on this type of journey. And you do see Captain Jack Sparrow, but he's passed out. He's up against the barrel, just kind of passed out on the long of the dock, about like 10 feet out. You can kind of see as the water wakes, it kind of wakes up and down. You kind of see his body moving a little with the wake. But you see a sailboat, like a 30-foot sailboat, and then you see a galleon, but the galleon has no cannons or nothing. It's a smaller galleon, but it looks a speedy ship that was used for trade. As you do notice, there's like none of the flaps to like open and have cannons. Like there's a sleekness to the design of it. The front mast of it is like more. It's not just a single bowl, but it's like built out like tower.
This is to go to point A to point B.
Yeah,
Point
yeah.
A to B.
Hey, let's get there. You know, but we're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna do this looking luxurious. You know, like the days of old. No, this is we got to take this package from here to here. We ain't get caught type almost, if you will. As a good bit of your navy is sketchy ass rum smuggling pirates. I mean, we're just being honest. I mean, you got a little bit of drug dealers in there too, but those guys they stay in the shadows. They know their place in the hierarchy. It's kind of like the mob, where it's like they know they're selling drugs, but it's like, hey, the bookie's got a number, get the numbers first. That type of situation. So, so what would it be? The sailboat or that merchant ship? I guess we'll call it. Try to write these out for you. Neither have weapons.
That's sort of like a bigger room. I'm guessing the merchant would be a little bigger, wouldn't it? Just a little.
Yeah.
That's what I take the merchant. At least if we get something, you got storage.
We're not in like a super big hurry to get there.
No, not at all. But as you do, remember, Jack Sparrow is passed out and drunk. So, okay, so you walk over to that ship, the merchant ship, and as you do, you walk past Jack Sparrow. So, I mean, that's your captain. So, he's passed out, and you kind of walk past him. He's laying there, and he's just.
You know how like you walk past someone and like they're passed out like that, so you kick their legs.
Yeah. Okay. So give me just roll strength, just for giggles. 40.
13.
40. You punch him into the water. So you kick him and you give him a bit of a boot, and his legs kind of spin, and his one leg kind of, and his foot splashes into the water a little bit as he, trying to make me piss myself. Well, we have, boys, and you immediately, like, as he starts, like, as he talks, you just smell that rummy. Hey.
When did there get 4 of you guys?
No, he doesn't say it, but there is that moment of, like, where he's trying to adjust it, and he's, oh, hey, boss man. No. I've got a bit of a headache. But what do you need?
We need that ship and any weapons you can put on it.
Well, it just so happens that, believe it or not, Chico's on there. I'm just gonna say this because I think we've got that kind of relationship. We smuggled some tobacco the other day, and this ship has become mighty fine. We stole that thing like a month ago, shortly after we met you. Actually, it's a great ship. It's been really good at trading things. We did what you said. We're not trading people. We're not doing that. We're trying not to trade the drugs. The poppies and that. We're staying away from that. The scooms. I will admit we got some things that grow out in the vegetable garden we've been selling, but
I just don't want any acknowledgement of we're doing this. As long as I don't see it, I don't care.
First rule of Fight Club.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're not doing anything. We are just common folks. I'm selling petunias. Chico over there, he sells oranges on the freeway. But
it's a mutual respect thing. You don't see it, ask.
All right. I like that deal even better. So, by the way, appreciate the dock. As you see, we expanded it. I brought some guys in, won't say from where because you don't want to know. But that's why we got all this stuff cut up, and that's why we kind of got it looking good. We got some of those guys from one of those pirate bays. They're going to come through there. They've been helping out, kind of expanding, kind of opened a few trade routes through here with some other cities. So we should be bringing some more money to the treasury. But kind of see him like kind of catch himself for a minute. Like, don't worry, I'm not drunk. And he just kind of pats it, puts a flashback.
You know what? I'd be worried if you weren't drunk.
Well, then I see. You notice I'm not swaying right now. Okay, I spend 90% of my time. 90. I live on that boat. That's all. So my legs are for that, not for this. So, but we'll get going if you just want to hop on and there's your stats for it. If you want to go ahead and just hop on there, we'll get you saying where are we. Well, I probably should ask you where are we going. If you look at the map, it's you can't really see it on the map because they cut it off. But where it says Iron City, you're technically going literally like
Okay, over there.
it goes higher than that. I just couldn't get it on paper.
Oh.
So technically, like there's the Iron City. The map would go to about here, and this is where it like becomes snow after this point. So where you're going is like here. So it's like a sail from essentially here to there. So it's a 3-day sail. And maybe your brother said, "Don't go to Iron City because he kind of did some, and you're gonna get in trouble."
Oh yeah, we're going behind Iron
Yeah,
City.
above it, technically, because the Iron City is like it's that. If you think of it as it's that city, like when you look out of the city and you look towards the mountain, you see all that snow, and it's like, no, we built this shit because we hate that shit. So you kind of get on the ship, you get a little acclimated, and you head down into the galley of the ship, and or the what I think that I can't remember what it's called. I've got galley is a type of ship now, but the lower deck of the ship, and you quickly kind of just get relaxed. You sit down at a table, kind of catch your breath, figure out next steps, and plan your next position as the sun starts to kind of set. So, is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to do, or we just go right into a rest and start the next morning fresh? Whatever you guys want to do.
Probably hit my head on the table and fall asleep. My guy's injured.
Yeah, don't you both of you have like very little HP?
22.
I looked at your character sheets the other day and I was like, ooh.
I have 11.
I was like, ooh. Another invite.
Yeah, we were beat up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to Jack and be like, "Hey, we're gonna hit the hay. We're kind of beat up from taking on 3 big guys."
All right, well, I'm a little wired right now, so I'm actually gonna sail us out of the dock, get us out of the cove, and we're gonna hit a little bit of the open water. It'll cut about a half a day off our travel, but from what I'm getting from where you want to go, it's going to be at least 3 days. I will be honest with you, it's going to be a little tricky. I don't really like, sailing up north that way towards the island. Once you get closer to the island, when you get that far north, things tend to get a little icy. We ain't got ships that can cut through ice real well. In that situation, we'll get you as close as you can, but you're going to have to hoof it from there. It's rough. Between the bears up there, them white dragons and silver dragons and that, they love to hide up there. But I would just say I can get us in there as close as we can. With this ship, luckily it's pretty quick. It does kind of slice some ice, so if the ice ain't been too thick and it ain't been too cold the last several days, I can get you real close to the island. But on the other hand, there's that chance once we get that far north, we get to a certain point, we get stuck. I just turned a 3-day sailing trip into 2 days of sailing and then another 3 days, 4 days of walking. I just want you to be aware. There's nothing I can do about it. This is just the climate of the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
When you get back, talk to what's the engineer dude?
Roltex?
Yeah.
Saltrex?
And see if he can figure out anything to help with this ice.
Look, I've had this idea for a long time of an underwater ship.
Ship go above water.
No,
I think he's talking about submarine.
it is what? He kind of looks at you like, what?
Yeah,
the,
you
a,
submerge.
a Subaru? A Subaru? A what?
You know, you submerge the ship and then you just go.
I don't know. Is it a torpedo? Is it like a torpedo? Because that's my idea. My idea was like I was watching this thing out on the last time we were on the seas, and you guys were shooting torpedoes and shit. I saw that torpedo, and I was like, man, if I could find to make a boat like that, some bitch.
We shot a torpedo.
Something shot a torpedo at us, or we shot it.
The one creature did, the one like octopus squid thing. It wasn't really a torpedo. It was more like a ink dart thing. Yeah, at the boat. But he's like, he's like, I've been thinking, it's like, somewhere inside space with some air, and then we go under. The shitty thing is you'd have me underwater, so I don't know if you'd be able to drink that much because like that much CO2 in that year. So you know what I mean? Go, you can't hear that well. But I mean, you want to add drink to that, and then you might get that diverticulitis when you get back up if we come up too fast. So I don't know how it works. But I've been thinking about it, and you know what? I saw that they were telling me, my boys, when they came back from the city. I'm sorry to hear about that attack, by the way. Sorry to hear about that. But my boys said you had some robot machinery there. I mean, I've had some ideas for some ship upgrades. I mean, can you imagine throwing a fucking engine on one of these bad boys? I call it horsepower. All right. I mean, if just
This
two
drunk cat put up all these technological advances.
There's like an insanity level to it. You're like, maybe this dude's drunk because he's a fucking genius and he hates it. but beyond the point. You guys get your rest. I'm gonna start setting sail. I'll see you boys in the morning. These seas are fun. Hopefully none of them big fucking Leviathan fish come out. Let's do this. And he like walks back upstairs.
He say Leviathan fish.
Did he just suddenly drop? So, all right. So taking a long rest then.
Yeah.
All right. So you get a long rest. And I'm also going to be friendly. And you both are going to level up. To level 13. Let me know which side you take. Sticking with cleric?
Trying to decide.
I would. You're being a really good. You're playing it really well.
Better. It gets better at.
And you've been playing it really heavy. You've been really heavy on your cleric side.
Cleric are you level?
7 at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'll be 8.
Yeah.
9's where you want to be. Will knows it. That'll give you level 5.
Yeah. Level 5 spells are shit. You only get like 2 slots, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
3.
But I always roll bad on my spells.
You've been doing really good.
A lot of them are checks though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of your cleric
lot of
stuff
good
has been saving you guys the last several weeks.
I'm glad to know that.
I know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was thinking about it'd be cruel. So that's why I'm saying it. How would you feel if I took some of your inventory?
It's fun.
I know what you have in Attune. I won't touch your Attune stuff. So you have everything you use equipped.
Pretty much.
Just to simplify you a little bit.
Pretty much.
Would you mind?
I don't mind.
That's good.
Okay.
I almost
Because that's it. Is I did the wheel game, as you can see the prizes. It's going through the inventory. It's kind of hard to give you guys stuff at this point. And that's why I learned my lesson. Next time I'm gonna hold off. I'll hold off on anything legendary until like level 10, 11. It seemed to work better in the first campaign.
Okay, don't you
What do you do,
freeze on
barbarian or
me.
paladin?
paladin because I get a feat.
What do you get for barbarian?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because it's 10. An 11 barbarian is probably pretty good.
Do yourself a favor before you decide. Figure out what you get at level 12 barbarian. Just put it in and see what you get.
Okay.
Especially the beast path. I always look like a few levels ahead before I pick a level on when I level up. It's just something to consider. Because I'm gonna say this: where I see things getting, you're gonna get to about 17.
I get ability score improvement or a feat.
There's no skill that you get at like 11 or 12. So it's probably not till 13 then. But that's the thing to look at, because you're gonna get to about level 17. So
Yeah, because you get critical.
Yep, that's what I mean.
You can roll 2 additional weapon damage dice.
But this is what I mean. So you're gonna get to level 17. So kind of think of your character up to 17 right now. At this point, like where you're gonna let go from this point and what you're gonna unlock, because it's gonna matter. We're going into the finale. We're Act 3 in this bitch. Where's I mean, you can go any way. It's just honestly, you're bigger than to me, you're doing a fantastic job as a cleric, dude.
Thank you.
And just your ability to be. I'm going to give you this, Gerard. The thing that I got to give you a lot of credit is you have very high. I don't want to say just combat awareness, but it's kind of table awareness, presence awareness of like situational. Because like you've been on as a cleric, you've been so on top of like, wait, he's here. I know I've taken this damage. He's got to be here. Or this spell doesn't hit. You're really good at tracking that type of stuff. You're a support. You know what I mean? You're a great support guy.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I get to roll an extra damage dice now.
So you took barbarian.
Yeah. And then infectious fury. When you hit a creature with your natural weapons while enraging.
I really didn't think you were going to take
Raging.
more than 3 levels of paladin just to get some healing in that.
The beast
smite.
within you can curse your target with rapid fury. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC equal to 8 plus your constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So 8 plus 4 plus, what's my constitution modifier is?
Plus 3.
Plus 3, so 16.
I don't get that anywhere.
Medium.
Oh, 15.
That's a medium. That's a medium roll.
Yeah, so, and then the target must use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see.
Because if you want my honesty, because how many levels of paladin do you have?
3.
I mean, you don't have to listen to mine. If you want my opinion, I'd go the rest of the way barbarian and just fuck. And when it comes to your abilities and that, I would just boost your strength and boost your fucking con. And then once your
strength is 20.
But I would think of your con, because then once you get to it'll boost your AC. Because that's the big thing to think about. I'm going to tell you this just so you realize where the final is going to be at. The one creature you fought, the hardest boss was actually that attack. It was technically the first boss with the gun. He had the most hit points. He had 368 hit points.
And now I roll a d12 to add my hit points. Seven.
You should, before I forget it, at some point, we get some time. You get some time. Text Corey and see what he would do for 2d20 tattoos. One for me, one for you.
Me, Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Want one.
I will.
I just want a d20. I just want a small d20. Like literally that big, if even.
couldn't see him charge more
like
than
just an outline, $50.
if
if that.
Yeah. Dude, you might have something cool that
And
you
that's
could
what I
trade
mean.
him.
And that's what I mean. But that's just mention something to him. I know you were talking about it too, and I know you've
Tell
been
me I'll paint a wall.
and I know you've been also you've been watching the tattoo videos that I've been posting. But yeah, and that also takes your proficiency up to +5 by the way.
Cool. Okay, now next.
Just let me when you're ready. You know when you're ready, you know.
Oh, there we
I got things.
Does yours have a dot next to your whatever you
Or
like up top? It says half orc barbarian 10 and then dot. There's a red dot. I don't know if that means that. No.
oh wait, yeah,
Okay.
it's just separating the barbarian from the paladin.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure that's what that was for.
Right. Mm,
And that's the other thing, guys. I promise you, by our next campaign, we will have our board made that we've been taught. We've talked about several episodes. As I've watched that episode, we set it on many. Is our hit point board where we keep a board of track of how many hit points you take out with biggest hits. You know, it's tracking who gets the biggest hits.
Do you have a whiteboard?
I can get one. Let's see the shit on it. I have one, but I don't know if I can get the
No,
shit on it.
I'm saying I
If you have one, you just need a small one.
go to the store.
You just need a small one.
To go to the store.
Right here.
Because I have one that looks like marble.
I think I know I have one. I just don't think I'll be able to get it. I know I wrote with some permanent marker on it. So I don't know if it'll come off. I did it on purpose. But yeah. So let me know when you guys are all figured with that, and then we'll get on with the narrative. And one of you can roll me first day. Now I can do this because I meant to do this. I forgot. So I hope everybody's had a good week, though. All the viewers. It's been a beautiful week here in the Midwest. We're getting a little rain now, but it's been a nice week. Appreciate everybody that's been watching our shorts and that. As you've seen, I've had some chickens and that, some shorts. But I hope everybody's doing good. World's crazy. Let's not let it get to us. And do like we do and just have fun with some friends and tell some stories and see where things go. That's what we do here. We just have fun, tell some stories. Let creativity rule and bring joy to the world. That's what we hope for. What you looking at, Will?
okay, I think I'm ready.
Spells.
Roger.
One that wanna.
Yeah. And that you too, Gerard. Since the rest, go ahead and look at your spells. Change any spells you want to.
I just did that. Yep.
Okay. So you good to go then, Will?
Oh yeah, let me just.
And this is how I'm going to decide it. Who rolls the first day? Both of you roll a D100. Let the dice decide who rolls first.
What's that? Okay, D100. You said.
Yeah, both of you. Just to see who rolls the first day. I'll let the dice make the decision.
Boom and boom.
It's like D100 will real quick.
81.
Okay. Remember that number.
Four.
4?
4.
Wow, you're on both sides of the spectrum on that D100 today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gerard.
Double zeros.
Yeah.
And
Gerard.
4 is
Yeah.
4.
So Gerard, go ahead and I kick the table. Roll me a D20 for day 1 on the set and sail. As you awake in the morning.
Natural 1.
Roll to sleep. All right, natural,
Here comes the chest.
natural 1. Natural. Natural. Okay. So
We put.
My constitution is pretty good, actually.
get that higher. Make that thing 22, buddy. As you kind of get up in the morning, and it's actually kind of nice where you've gotten used to sleeping in rocks, in dirt. You know, you've been doing a lot of traveling. You slept on the beach a couple times. You really haven't had a great rest. It wasn't an awesome sleep on the ship, but with the little rock of a calm ocean, and then sleeping in the heavy straw beds that they have on the ship.
Or a hammock.
I like that better. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Sleeping in the hammocks in the ship, you got a nice rock, and you actually got a good rest. And as you kind of wake up in the morning, the sea is kind of calm, so it's a little smoother. And you wake in the morning, you feel rested, and
Did
you're
you
like,
adjust your hit points?
I'm at 100 now.
So
yeah,
what was
he
your
did
max before?
Yeah.
90 something.
It did it
80,
itself.
yeah,
Oh, it did.
yeah. He was at 86 before.
His does his
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
Mine does.
He was-
for some.
His was 86 before. But so you kind of wake up, or just over 86, if I remember correctly.
It was like 92 or 86.
I think it was like 92 or something.
I think
Yeah,
it was
I know it was over 90.
Right.
But he kind of you wake up and you immediately you hear Jack Sparrow, and he's sobered up a bit, but he's always a little, but he's sobered up a bit. He's not slosh, but you can hear him screaming up above, and Chico, screaming, holy fast, might be able to cut down some time. Sun's beautiful. We got a beast off to the east, but she's out of our distance at this time. Keep moving forward. And as you kind of continue, do you go topside?
Yeah.
Is there anything let me ask, is there anything you want to do down below here? There may be stuff down below here. That's anything you want to do, or just straight topside?
I'll take a look around, see what's going on.
Perception check.
22.
You definitely now in the light of day in the bottom of the ship, you definitely see the fact that this is like he sold it as a merchant ship, but this is a straight smuggler ship. And you quickly realize that as like you wake up down below, and as you kind of now see everything in the shade of light, you kind of look and you see that there's like the barrels are behind these like built framed fences, but you notice like in one corner you see a stack of barrels, and there's a skull and crossbones on all the barrels. You look over, there's a barrel, and like you immediately can tell it's like some kind of alcohol because you can hear the slosh in it as the ship kind of moves. You look over, and there's just like crates, but there's some kind of like green lettuce leafy thing coming out of it, and it's just stashed over there. And then you do notice there's like kind of a wooded area with a heavy padlock on it with a chest inside of it. Jeez, it helps to look around sometimes. So what would you like to do? Heading up, or
I think someone wants to check out the chest.
is that what you want to do?
Rafi, this is their ship.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, technically, it's your ship. He did say they just recently stole it. I mean, you don't even know if they've gotten in there yet.
Can I investigate the lock to see if it's been touched?
Absolutely. So you both kind of are like immediately you looked at this and just
Nat 20
you're
with a 7,
intrigued
27,
as in
27,
as you are with all chess, and you kind of 31. You go up and you're kind of looking.
Nat 20. So
There's definitely been someone has tried to get in here. As you see the fence, like the wooden type fence, it has been kind of like chipped, like there was a crowbar force where the wood is kind of like pressured in, where someone tried to force it. You could see on the lock just scratches and cuts and just notches in it. There's a chunk of the like the metal that is the lock. You could see there's like a chunk of it off, like someone tried to cut it above the fucking the mechanism.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been like severely attempted to be tampered with. But with that, I will say this: since you roll a 31, I'll give you what the kind of lock looks like, and well, you've seen a lot of locks, and you've seen the locks that are big with huge like keyholes. You've seen locks with, I guess you could say, kind of combinations where it kind of rolls, and you just got to put things in the right direction. This key is odd. It is a key, but as you see the key, it is a keyhole. But where the keyhole is, it is a dial. So that whole thing can spin. So it's like, here, I'll draw you a picture so you can get a good.
I can actually almost imagine it.
It's pretty simple, but yeah. So it's like it's round. There's a second layer of the roundness, and then there's the keyhole. And like as you're kind of looking at it, and you notice, it's badass. You kind of notice like that second layer where usually like it sits straight like this, where the key it's it sits straight like this where keys go in. You notice where the key goes in, it's like on that angle. And you kind of see like because you roll the 31, so I'll give you like a little touch.
Mhm.
As you kind of like hit it and like touch the top of it, you notice it kind of it chimes and it kind of it spins just shortly off the straight side. So what you're getting is it's a key, but it's also a rotating lock.
But there's no actual key to it, though.
Not that you've seen, or from what you can deduce from what you see of the like damage on this lock. No. The guess is the captain of whoever this ship was. He took that with his neck around the ocean. That's your guess.
Okay.
From what you see of like, because this lock like let's put it this way: with a 10, you would have seen this was massively pretty tampered with.
Mhm.
With a 31, you could see basically like, wow, somebody took a knife there. Somebody tried to take a knife and stick it in. Somebody took a pick and tried to pick it. Somebody took like something with choppers and tried to, you could see there was like several tools that were used to try to open this thing unsuccessfully.
Can I attempt to try turn the dials?
It's a single dial, yes. So go ahead and just do a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Fun, natural one. Went from a 20 to a 1.
Your metal hands go to like really spin it, and for some reason you can't like grip it as your hands like you like spin it ever so slightly, but your fingers, the metal on metal, just you can't like get that grip, and you kind of
Oh, Ralph, give me your hand.
as he grabs Ralph's arm and begins to jerk himself off. What?
Turn this dial here. Let's see what this thing has to do.
Give it a try.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so sleight of hand check. Why do you have a shit-eating grin on
I'm
your
half tempted to buy this.
I've seen it, and I've thought about it.
Damn, I should have done that for myself.
Sleight of hand check, buddy.
I'll cast guidance on him.
Oh, look.
So while I'm grabbing for his hand, it's just like, get it, get it.
It's your structure. Will has broken out the different dice today. He's gone back to the blue one and he's using the black and white. And the D4, he rolls it. I'm starting to do this like a narrator. He rolled an 18. Let's see how he does. You take your bigger fingers and you kind of spin it. And you kind of spin it counterclockwise first, and it goes a little bit, but then it kind of stops itself. So you kind of start to spin it the other way, and as you do, you feel it kind of loosen up until you feel it, and as it's turned sideways, you feel it lock. The bottom of the key would be this side.
Mm-hmm.
It locks, and you feel it lock into place. What would you like to do?
Can I look around the room to see if there's the key, or is it actually lost?
You assume it's lost. Like I said, this key has been beaten. So your assumption is they've tried to look for it. You know these guys. You know what I mean?
Well, since I saw him get it stuck in that one spot, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pick it. Yep.
Okay. So sleight of hand.
13.
Put your lockpick in. It immediately breaks. Immediately. Like as you hit that first tumbler, it snaps.
Do you have detect magic or anything?
I don't have it ready.
Okay, neither do I. So.
Or I don't think I do. Command, protection, shield, faith, last command. Nope.
Anything else?
I'm gonna take my hammer and just hit it.
Okay.
Try and break it, I guess.
Okay.
So, what do you want me to roll?
Straight check. Plus your proficiency. +5.
Quickly dodge to the right, seeing that
16.
thing coming down.
Your hammer hits, and as it does, it sparks as a jolt of lightning rushes up your hand. As you take 7 points of lightning damage as it surges through your body.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know anything about this lock?
Go ahead.
I'm resistant to lightning.
18.
That's 3, yeah. You don't know.
Boy, you made it sound exciting there for a minute. Nope. Like,
What a unique lock. It's basically how antique.
I guess for now, I'm just going to hide it under the bed that I was sleeping on. Just try to.
Oh, this is like a wall, a section of the wall. There's
Oh,
no hiding this.
Oh, you have the key?
no, he said it's definitely lost. Otherwise, it would have been
You
messed
keep
with.
trying to pick it. You've only tried to pick it once, and then you tried to smash it. 13 was no good.
I'll try it again.
Do I have a crowbar?
You do.
Can I try to pry it open?
Not happening. 6.
From where? No,
Not happening.
not even the last time you stuck a pick in. You stuck a pick in, and as it went in, it just.
I swear to God, my picking skills was better than this.
Okay.
It's the,
Yeah,
the
so-
boat's moving. That's
So
why.
where are you trying to pry this?
Like in the middle of the lock.
So on the actual lock system. Okay. Strength check. There's no proficiency in
Guidance.
crowbars. It's just strength check. He gave you guidance.
You just like it's going to fail anyways.
Yeah, I got 1.
Yeah, you fail.
And I won. It's a 2.
You shove the
Five.
you shove the crowbar in, and as you kind of try to wrench it, where wood kind of chips and breaks, this just it just slides just like that, as it just without hesitation. It slides off, chipping no wood, breaking not, doing no damage. And with that, you kind of look at it in that spot that's like bent, or so you are like, how the. You're more lost. Smart move, but it just gave you more questions.
It's going to be like that one movie, Bad Santa, where he just hacking at the thing because he gave up on trying to pick. Just
No, you're lucky I'm not a real dick. And yeah, I'll just say, 'cause it's not it. But I saw one where a dude came up with the whole elaborate locking system and all that, and it wasn't even a lock. All his players had to do was grab the lock.
so I've heard that.
Like a doorknob. It looked like super complex. You have to do this to solve the lock, but all you had to do was go and shift it, and the door opened. 45 minutes until one guy was like, "Wait a minute." Breaking it doesn't work. A low roll didn't open it. Who knows?
Okay, one more try.
Okay.
And this time I'm casting guidance on myself. It's like, I'm getting this son of a.
Okay.
I'm frustrated now. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
It opens. Not hard of a lock. Just 2 steps.
So yeah, I just take a peek inside, see what there is.
Okay, so you open the gate. That's just the gate. So you open the gate. Chest doesn't have a locker, which kind of open the chest. I'm gonna say, give me a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
25.
What'd you roll?
My proficiency is +5 now, right?
Yeah. Did you roll a 40 something?
No.
Let's just say.
Oh, I didn't even notice mine went up. So
It's
that's
+5.
26.
Yeah, at level 13 it's +5.
27.
Percent. You find a very well preserved red dragon head.
We need that.
You need the blood. Who knows?
Put it in a juicer.
There might be some magical way to. Who knows? And you also find an odd, what appears you have no idea. All you know is it's some kind of explosive device, which you quickly deduce because you see like wires and just like the smell of the gunpowder because you know, but you don't know
It's bag of 13.
it's it's about this big though, and it takes up like the bulk of the chest. But you immediately can deduce it's an explosive. You'll have to find that. You'll have to ask somebody or yeah. So anything else you want to do down below, or are we headed up top?
I'm heading up top with a big grin on my face.
So you head up, and as you do, you see Jack Sparrow kind of behind the wheel, and he's got positive. He's feeling very positive. He got his hat kind of tilted up as he's.
I should try to put that
It's like
on my own face.
he just yeets the bottle off the ship behind him, and he just keeps going. There you go, you big bastard! You ain't gonna catch us today. And he's just sailing, and he's. I'm on him, boys. We got a big one chasing us. I'm keeping him off at this point. Hopefully he keeps his distance, because if that son of a bitch catches us, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. I'm staying the right amount of drunk today, and I'm sailing this bitch into the depths of hell. Let's do it, boys. Chico, get that sail up faster, you short little shit. All right.
I found something that you could toss overboard.
He looks at you. Hey! What is it, me boy?
I don't know what it is. It looks like it goes boom, though.
Let me take a look. pull it out and show it to him?
Oh, I thought I just left it there.
No, you took it with you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Hoser! Where'd you find that?
In a chest?
We call that a drop mine. Big C. We used to during the ship wars back when the pirates were really running things. We used to just drop those, and you'd come over them, and they boom, they blow up like quarter acres of ocean, make big old massive mushroom clouds of water in the air. They do some damage. So if you want to do the damage on that, it is going to be
What's it called again?
a blast. It's technically called a blast bomb.
Okay.
A sinking blast bomb. You drop them. Think of like the military submarine bombs.
Fish are friends, not fish.
Yeah, yes. But he's like, but damage wise, they do. Eight D10. And see, be careful with that thing. Because if you were to drop it on this ship, it would go boom and we would all be at the bottom of this
Right when
string.
you said that, just clink. No, I'm just kidding.
No time.
You shitty little bastard! Spit! And he kind of, especially this, we do not want to sink this ship. Luckily, we got this faster ship. You see that thing? And he points. Go ahead,
Okay.
just give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Why did I feel like that was a Grogu?
Yeah, at disadvantage because it's a ways
Oh,
off. Yeah, it's a ways off.
Perception?
Creature. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
30, 20? With disadvantage. Oh, well, normal for you.
One.
Okay, so Cogs, you're kind of like
So that'd be 7, 8.
you're what
13.
your fear of water is like. I don't give a fuck what's out there. I'm staying right here. You're like focused on staying out of the water. But Ralph, you're kind of scanning, and you do see in the distance. I want to make sure I get this right.
Right, because 7 plus 8 is 15. Plus 5, dirty 20. Yeah, next character will have to be blind.
You should play a blind monk. You really should. Really learn how to play a monk.
I
So you
think
know
so.
how to
I
do all
think
the
monk
skills.
or just like a plain rogue.
All the skills of a monk. Be like, by the time you get to
You won't let me be a rogue monk again.
Nope.
That's
such a broken fucking class, dude.
They might have fixed it with this.
Not really.
No. Just
They
complicated it more.
The problem is monk is so heavy. Like if you really learn how to play monk, you're so powerful melee. But if you do it right, your distance is like 60 feet, 80 feet, 100, and then you can run up 20-foot trees and shit. So height doesn't affect you. Like a lot of things stopped affecting you.
Yeah.
The issue
doesn't affect you.
The issue to me with rogue monks is you become so fucking rogue is so stealthy and sneaky and that type of character that those two become like this unstoppable force up close. That's why I was so glad that you went more into stout because I knew from the beginning. I was like, if he goes hard into this is gonna get hard because he's gonna be like, I'm gonna go up and punch this dude from 60 feet 4 times, and then I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna throw this. It's like, oh, and by the way, it's all stealth for 11 punches. But what you see, you kind of look off, and it's at this point probably about 450 yards from the ship, from the ass end of the ship. What you see is this serpent-like creature, bluish orange, these like sprawn wings that they don't look like they're capable of flight. They look more like gliding on water, like tarpon fish. Yeah, exactly. But you see this like, not dragon-like, but this stretched out face with these fangs that are just like, or teeth that are just like, they're wildly sticking out of its mouth. There's no straightness to them. They're all just out and about to where its jaw can't really close. And it kind of flops out of the water. You see its long tail. It's probably about 30 feet long. And you don't want to mess with them. Those are one of them, they're not quite the Leviathan I was talking about. Those are coral drakes. They're dicks. They just like to bite onto things. They're attracted to mass. They think they're shiny and just chase them. They eat people, though. I've watched one swallow a whole person. The greatest story I ever heard was one time, and you'll get a kick out of this, my big friend. He ate a half orc. That dude ripped himself out of its body. He didn't want to be in there that bad. Yeah. He was just like, no, fuck this. Yeah. Talk about gore. But yeah, it should keep its distance. They're not the fastest thing. I'm moving really quick right now, but I will tell you, when I got started this morning, when I first spotted him, he was about 1,000 off. I think he's going to catch us. It's just a matter of when. So, I would say if you got any plan on how to slow him down, because we can't really go any faster unless we throw Chico overboard. Hey, boss, what do you mean throw me overboard? Then, Chico, I just fucking man. I never throw you, my little man. Come on, hey. Have some rum, and he throws him a bottle. But
You said they're meat eaters?
they'll eat anything. And they like sinking ships. They do this thing where they like drive their faces in and put massive freaking holes into the
So
hull of the ship.
with me not liking water, I carefully just walk to the side of the thing where the things are coming towards us. So whatever side of the ship that would
It's
be
on the back. You see it off the back. He sees it off the back of the ship.
So I walk towards the back of the ship, and I'm going to cast Create Food, which is at least 45 pounds worth of food, and I'm just going to lay it out in the ocean, meat's worth.
As you kind of do that, you do that. So you use that spell slot, make sure. He kind of looks at it and he goes, I mean, I like the effort, but they like flesh.
Meat is flesh.
I mean, live flesh. Unless you got like a full, like 600-pound bull that you can magically poof up, which would be, don't get me wrong, that'd be awesome. You ever heard of bull in a china shop? You see a bull on a ship, it never goes well. Ever. They can't walk. It's hilarious. This is where you notice the drunk side, is he just kind of, but he's like, no, that thing, it likes heart pumping blood flesh that, I mean, alive. And I mean, the stories I've heard, it prefers people. So, like I said, it was 1,000 away when I got up. It's 450. It's going to catch us. You guys look like you're pretty strong. I've seen you doing a lot of shit. You just saved your city. My suggestion, start fucking drinking. Because we're going to be fighting before the sun sets tonight. But I'm just going to let you know, your vision's going to get a little blurry and it's going to be hard to fight. So, what would you like to do?
That's a level 4.
So I talked to Jack and asked him, like, okay, you tell us when to drop this. And we'll drop it behind us.
Oh, so you're asking him tactical information? Let me roll to see how I want to answer it. You're looking. She kind of looks you up. I mean, that's a great idea. But I got like. Here you go. How much of that rope we got? We got about 150, boss. 150, 145. It depends. What you thinking? You're talking the heavy shit, right? Chico, I just need some fucking rope. Those boom bombs work great if you just drop them in the ocean and then just hopefully someone comes over it eventually. Why not tie that bitch up and hang it off the back of the boat? The speed we're moving, it'll keep off a little bit back. Once that thing gets close, it'll hit it eventually. I'm kind of thinking strategically here. You're lucky I rolled a natural 20. I'm giving you some good shit here. This is why I'd be a deadly player. But like just strategically thinking here is we tie that bad boy up with about 150 of that solid rope, that anchor rope. We'll tie that up. We'll drop it on the back of the boat. We're going fast enough. If I'm right, when that sumbitch hits that thing, we'll get enough of a wake off of that thing. It'll give us a push of speed. We're going with the wind right now. We hit that wake the right way off of that explosive, the wind. I don't know. Either you guys got any of those bags of wind? Because if you got that too, that would help just get a little extra power. Thinking over the explosion, the wind at our back, we'll get that extra shot. Maybe we can just get past it and avoid this race. That explosion might just shake it enough to keep us a little ahead enough to get through the night. Because I see it this way. I didn't want to tell you. I mentioned he doesn't even he just keeps going. But I mentioned I mentioned a lot he stumbled this Leviathan's the big bitches, the big creatures. If he's here, that means the bigger ones are going to be farther. Which means at some point we're going to cross a line in this water where that little bitch ain't going to cross anymore, but there's going to be a bigger one. Advantage is usually when these little twats are outside and up at the top, the big ones are usually way below because they hide when big ones are up high. So if we're seeing these, our hope is that I don't think we're going to see any of the bigger ones because man, I don't know what's all out here. I've heard of these things called megalodons, but then I've also heard of these like they're called Sebastian whales. These things are like, I mean, they'll eat this ship in one bite. I've heard stories of sailors living inside these things for months and then being shit out. That's that's a shitty ride. That's a trip, though. I mean, but my view is like, okay, that thing may fuck with us a little bit, but if we're seeing that, at least we ain't got to worry about the ship destroyers. The things we can't fight. Because as I said, we ain't got no fighting equipment on this ship. This ship ain't the strongest, but she'll stay up. But if this thing sinks, I ain't got no rafts. We got some barrels, but most of the barrels are so heavy they just gonna sink. I mean, some of them rum barrels might float a little bit, but so that's my thought though. We tie that up, we let it run off the back of the ship.
How much more extra speed we need to just get away from them?
I mean, it's not a matter of speed. I mean, it kind of is, but it's more a matter of. Let me put it this way: that thing moves almost twice as fast as this ship does. As crazy as that sounds, because of them damn wings on its back, its ability to kind of hop. So it's not about speed. It's just we need to get out of this section of ocean before it gets to us. The northern seas are a nightmare. All right. That's why a lot of people don't sail these seas between the ice that we're going into and then just the monsters that live up here up north. That's why not a lot of trading happens here. Usually the trade routes go under the southern side of the continent. But that's my idea. What do you guys want to do though? This is your amigo. I'm just the captain and I'm fucking going full speed, but with it, this ain't gonna last. Like I said, right now we either gonna have a cowboy sundown fight, or we're gonna just get a big explosion, or something's gonna happen and keep this guy off our ass enough to get out of this territory. What would you guys like to do? What you thinking?
I was just thinking of something.
He looks at you, Ralph. I mean, it is a fish. You do have a shiny new lure over there.
I don't.
And they get through a gap, like they're not good on land, obviously, right?
I don't know. I never really.
If I can magically park the water, would that stop them or slow them down?
Who are you, Moses? You heard the story of Moses, right?
I can be.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest it because, like I said, there's a lot of critters in this water. And splitting the water may be a good idea, but what happens when it unsplits? And you just, I kind of see that as a warning flare to everything below us.
Well, that's all my ideas. What do you got, Ralph?
I say.
I mean, I could create a whirlpool, slow them down that way in that one general area. It's not going to take up the whole sea, but
You can do that. That would work. Because if it gets stuck in the whirlpool, it might go the other way.
Well, it can jump out of the water and soar quite a bit.
Let's tell you just different.
I gave you the greatest idea I could give you with it.
Yeah, I just say we just leave.
But that's it. But that's it. Is look at that and think, okay, what else can we do beyond that to ensure that works?
Well, see, like my thing is like he's rolling like shit. I'm rolling like shit. We're gonna have to fight a big fucker. So I would save the bomb for.
That's why That's why I'm trying to come up with other ideas.
And see, I didn't think about it now because I switched a spell.
How smart are these things?
and I had touch of poison, I
Investigation.
can just make all that water poison within a certain it's immune to touch.
Investigation.
This is a wicked creature.
32 with a natural 20.
Really?
Yep.
What'd you ask again? I just want to give.
Just how intelligent are they?
How do I want to answer that? You got the best answer, but how do I want to strategically help you? They're lone wolf hunters, apex predators. The scare if a bird had if it could technically fly, it'd rule the sky. Luckily, it can only leap. I'll give you this because of that role. Luckily, it can only leap out of the water about 75 yards at a time.
So it sounds like they are somewhat intelligent.
Very.
So definitely not doing that. It was like, I'm trying to think here, and everything's sort of just a miss at this
Well,
point.
I got to roll. It's been a bit, so let's see. He kind of grabs his periscope. Well, we need to kind of come up with something because he's within 300 now. He's jumping out a lot, and he looks kind of pissed. Holy shit! He just grabbed a dolphin,
What
and
if
it
I-
didn't slow him down.
How far away?
300 yards. 300 feet.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm saying yards.
Once he gets into 150 feet, let me know.
Alrighty, is there anything else we want to set up for? Because I feel like we're going into this.
Because I don't know. How's his throwing arm?
Me? I'm drunk. I don't really fight. You see, I'm good at what's the word? Talking my way out of situations. And most of the time I'm pretty good at convincing. I mean, I convinced you to say I could be a major of a Navy, didn't you? I mean, look at me.
Because once he gets that close, we'll throw one of these at him, and I throw up one of the fireball.
You also have dynamite, don't you?
Yeah.
A bunch of dynamite. You could always make a. There's an artificer on the ship right now. The one dude's an artificer. You can build something. You got 300 feet to. The Chico's an artificer.
Okay. Chico, get down over here.
Hey, what's up, man? What you need?
So I show him the fireball thing.
Yeah, what you need? Oh,
You see this, right?
yeah. I've messed with those a time. Is that one of those beads?
Fireball.
Did that come off of one of the ones that you put up and then you go, whoa?
No.
My wife likes those.
And then I also have these, and I pull out a couple, like 4 sticks of dynamite.
You got one of these?
I see some chaos brewing in your eyes. What you thinking?
If you wrap the sticks of dynamite around this and put it in an empty barrel that'll float.
You see him take a pipe out of his pocket and he packs it with literally with gunpowder, and he's like,
And once that thing hits that fireball,
okay,
the barrel.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So I think what we need to do here is we're looking for kind of a mechanism, because the way that fireball works is it crushes. So you got 4 sticks of dynamite. What you're looking for is something to like squash that dynamite so it crashes that fireball on the center. So your fireball ignites your dynamite, you get one big kaboomer.
Yeah.
That makes my dick hard, dude. I'm a tripod right now. I mean, look at this, and he kind of leans. But he's like, all right, let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna have you guys roll this for me, just because why not? So it's 5 rolls. So Will, you're in charge. So you're gonna roll 3 of them. So just roll 3 d20s, just straight 3 d20.
3.
Okay, Gerard, roll me one.
19.
Really? Okay, that helps.
8.
Okay, draw.
1.
Okay, Will.
Yeah, that's going to good.
19.
Gerard final roll.
9.
Actually, that roll doesn't count. You actually, that 19 just gave it to you. You had to combine 50. You hit it. Okay, so
Thank God.
you see him kind of tinker. You watch as he kind of puts these like monocles on with like these super like incline. Like you watch, he hits a button and they zoom in, and he's, "Okay, I'm gonna steal some of this metal off this barrel." And he kind of strips the rings off of a barrel, and he's like, you see him kind of carefully solder this TNT on it, and he goes, "Okay, so if I did this right, it's gonna take a little bit on your hand. You're gonna have to throw it with the right amount of pressure, but if you get the right yeet on it, the wind should be able with the weight." And he kind of shows you they're like loose. He's like, "I can't swing it too hard. I'll swing it right now real hard. It's gonna pop on us." But if basically what it is, if you get a good enough yeet, is the wind will hit it and it'll crash. The hope is you have a little bit of a delay from that minute that fireball goes whoosh and it catches that dynamite. My trigger should be right. Is if you get that right throw, it'll hit and it'll blow right as it touches that water surface. It has got a pin trigger on it, though. Your throw is what decides this. If you fuck up that throw, we may be in a bigger situation than we were already in. Is all I'm saying. But it'll do the boom.
I do.
So I just need to know, what is the damage on the fireball? Yeah, I know what the dynamite is. Somebody that can't remember the fireball beat. Is it 3d6?
It depends on what level. Because I have
Give me a level 5.
level 5 is 10d6.
So it's going to do you. This one's a good one. It's going to do a 5. It's going to do a 10d12. It's a big boom. I'm talking mushroom cloud type stuff here. And it may just kill that thing back there. I don't know, though.
What's she gonna call it?
You let me name it? And he starts to tear up a little.
Yeah, I gave you the stuff and you made it.
Fireball firecracker.
Okay.
Because when it hits, I think it's going to be beautiful with all the metal that's in there. It's going to make some pretty colors. I used some copper in it, you know. Copper kind of makes fire colorful. So I think we're in for a bit of a show. I like the firecracker. You know what I mean? But all right. So, and as he's like talking, "Boys, she's about 175 up. You may want to get yourself situated. Get yourself where you want to be." So you're on the ship. Get yourself, your characters, where you want to be combat wise. Remember, it's off the back side of the ship. So where would you like to be on the ship, Gerard? Your minis in front of your laptop. Get yourself all
Take the
situated
right
for combat.
side.
Think about being distance between each other. Remember, ship combat's way different when it comes to spacing. You have to be somewhat towards the back to make that throw. You're to be as safe as possible. Talk to each other. How do you guys think you should be? Will, I see you got a little bit of a strategy in your head. Tell him. Where do you think it would be a good spot for him? Because that's the thing too, is there's the 3 masts that he could climb up that have like birds' nests too. Because you're a shooter. So talk strategically.
Want me to take top side? Get on top of that flagpole that they would never let me on top of earlier.
It's just gonna be just athletics check. At disadvantage, it's a little bit of a rocky sea at the moment.
That's 4 athletics. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You get up it. Which one are you trying to go? The middle ship, front of the ship, or back of the ship? Back of the ship where you're at.
Yeah, since they're back there
Yeah, so you
anyways.
get it up. It takes you a little bit to get up to the crow's nest, and you kind of struggle, and you kind of fall into the crow's nest a little bit. But you kind of get up there, and I'm gonna say this. We're gonna do it a little different. With you in a crow's nest, are you? If you, how do I word this? Are you mounting a gun? Is my question. Like, are you setting your like a sniper would? Is my question.
It'd probably be that
Okay, so
rifle.
this is gonna be my thing. With that, what weapon are you using? It's going to be one weapon. So decide your weapon. Because you're in this situation, you're essentially a sniper. You got that weapon. You're set up in that.
Since my strongest is my rifle,
Your
hunting rifle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just know that's what you have in this situation. You are the eye in the sky. That's
Yep.
what you have to use. You can use your spells, but when it comes to like, if you're going to use another weapon, this is your weapon in this situation,
Yep.
right? You're a sniper, and this is all you got in this spot. So he kind of looks at you, boy. 150. You want to get ready with that throw?
Okay.
All right. So go ahead. It's going to be
Before we start,
what's up?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead. Give me a.
I will also cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You are. You do have it.
You can cast that on me too.
Only one person I have to touch, which means I would have to
His is
climb down.
touch.
Hold on,
Make sure,
let
you,
me see
make
it.
sure you use your spell slot, Willis.
Yeah. Hold on. Before I actually decide to.
So I'm now at 19 for DC was.
Oh yeah, it just says within range, so I can do it on myself.
Okay, so you're going to use it?
No, because I can use my tail.
Okay, so go ahead. So go ahead, make that strength throw. And add your proficiencies. +5.
Okay. Saving or just a regular
Check.
Okay.
So where is that? +5?
Yeah. 17.
17? Wow! You let it go as the thing it hops out of the water, and as it just crosses that 150 mark, you throw it and you watch as it. Roll me a D100. This is a percentile.
64.
As it flies in the air, it goes 10 feet off the boat, 20 feet. It cleared the distance you needed to clear. But as it gets close to water, the wind kind of has not died, but kind of lightened up for the moment. And as it hits the water, the wind didn't trigger it, but as it hits the water gets just enough pressure. And it catches, and in that moment, you see this like spark of green, and then in the center, orange, as the orange overtakes it, and then it absorbs, and then this explosion of matter of the dynamite, this massive wave, as you hear a giant splash. Go ahead and roll damage. As it just crosses, as it blows up just about 20 yards from it, 20 feet from it. Good throw, brother.
That was a decent roll too. 31 plus.
Since it would be unsuspected to the creature,
That's it.
could it also be intimidation check to see if it scared it a little? Since it was unsuspected? Or is that a reach?
That's a bit of a reach.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's still 150 feet from the boat, so you
Right.
can't. I would say, because
Like I said, I knew I was reaching
I
for
would
it.
say if your passive perception, if your passive stuff was a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
but your passive, even your passive perception is only 15, and then
I knew it was reach, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, let's
no, it's a good thought, but you're in a little low stat number there. Yeah, just
58
58.
total. Yeah.
Okay, so it triggers, it hits, it catches it. Okay, so what was your total damage?
58.
58. Okay, so you're good. I gotta do the math. Okay, and then with that, Gerard, you're gonna get an opportunity attack before we roll initiative.
Okay, stop.
Basically a shot. Oh, I know that was okay.
25.
25.
Yep.
Okay, that definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your damage as you. Roth, I'll get a shot off. Take a shot off in the ring. Oh, speaker died. It's being weird.
22.
22. Okay, the shot goes off as you, and it kind of you hit it as it lashes out of the water, and it kind of. Go ahead and roll me initiative. We'll get that. No. Not break this down.
I went up to 11. Cool.
Your initiative went up to 11?
No, my attack hit point thing, because it was originally 10, but now it went up to 11. So I got 18, 19, 20, 21.
21.
Well,
12. Let me roll. Who has advantage on initiative?
I need to make the
Hog,
no.
Coral Drake, Ralph. Cox?
you want to do me a favor?
Huh.
You want to write it on the right this way?
Oh, my bad.
Right, just write it on the blank spot, because that would be the right way.
This side?
Yeah.
I usually do. I just.
It's good. Yeah.
No problem. But.
It's not like you custom made all your.
Damn it, I printed it on the wrong side of the 3D print. Back to 12 hours. But with that, we are in initiative as combat begins, as the tension kind of sparks. It quickly falls within 25 or 50 yards of the ship. So let's kind of do that for now, give you an idea. As combat begins. But with that, you guys, we gotta call it tonight. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate it. Like I say every week, we love you guys for watching. Thank you for the subscribers. I know it's not a big number if you guys watch this. We just hit 50 subscribers. To me, that's huge. I love you guys. Just to have 50 of you guys that have taken the time out to just subscribe to us, even if you don't watch our stuff all the time, just the simple fact that you subscribe to the point to where you get notifications on our stuff, we greatly appreciate it. Trust me, we want to do stuff for people watching us. We talked about doing giveaways and stuff like that. We have big plans for you guys. We have big plans for this whole thing. We want to make this a real thing, and we would love to bring more people into it. We're always looking for more players. As we grow this audience, if you're in the Northern Illinois region, give us a message on Facebook. We're on Facebook, or even we have an email account or our email up on our YouTube. Send us a message. We want to hear from you guys. And the other thing is if there's some kind of content you want to see us put up on here, you think we make it interesting, or do you think it'd be good for us? Tell us. We want to do video game content. We're having not really trouble. It's just we don't know what we want to do. We play the game we play together is Helldivers, and we get a little too inappropriate squashing bugs because we're defending democracy, so it gets a little too inappropriate for a YouTube channel.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
None of us do, but we act like Starship Troopers. But I won't keep you guys on. We appreciate you guys. We will be next Friday.
Yeah.
We will be back next Friday. And I'm kind of thinking, I got to talk to the boys, but I'm thinking about I'd like to do a long game here in a few weeks, do a 2-parter on a Saturday, and really dig in.
Be good.
As these guys travel north, and prepare to head underground. To head underground into a completely different environment than what they've ever kind of faced at this table. Is it's they've done dungeon crawls and that over time, but this is a full-fledged going underground in the campaign. They don't know what it can lead to, but as you saw today, they sailed, got off on the ship, did some BS with Captain Jack Sparrow. As they kind of get through the first day, some things happen, and they strategized. That's the right word. Strategized
You put it
to
I didn't even see it happen.
to kind of stop the thing from attacking. They did quite a bit of damage on the creature as we rolled initiative. So we'll be back right there where we leave off, top of initiative, as they sail north and hopefully figure out what the hell is going on this continent. We love you guys. We appreciate you. We'll see you next.